Welcome to Weighing In, Fights and Films. I'm Brett the Threat with my cousin and co-host,
Jenny Rose. Today we're going to be weighing in on Hurt Business, a documentary going over some MMA specific athletes. That's all I got on it.
What the Hurt Business is about, it follows a lot of the MMA stars of today. It also goes into some other lesser known MMA stars, but they really just discuss the sport of MMA. And what I liked about it was that it went into more than just like the sport of it. It goes into like how dangerous it can be, but they didn't dwell on that part. Like I've seen other documentaries where that's all they discuss is how people have been hurt and how they're paralyzed now because of the sport. This did a little bit of that, but it didn't go overboard with it.
I can mostly agree on that.
Okay.
Because for sometimes I did think that they did dwell a little bit too much on the sob story behind some of these athletes.
It does touch upon the very real dangers of the sport, especially when it comes to like head injuries. Like they focused in a little bit about what was that fighter name? The fighter's name was Joker.
Yeah, the Joker. Yeah.
Yeah, and he took a KO loss, and now that they're saying that's the cause of his like ongoing depression, which is, you know, I believe it. You know, you take traumatic head injury like that, it does happen.
On that story, I've got to give a shout out to my head coach, because it was my head coach, Savant Young, that gave him that KO. So Fight Academy shout out right there.
It was a spectacular KO.
I'm going along watching this documentary and I'm like, oh, look at that. So it was, I mean, I've seen the video on our Fight Academy page, like independently by itself, and probably when this came out is when they brought it up, but now I saw it in the context and the rest of it, the story, and that's the part of the documentary I gotta give it 5. So we'll go over that later, but that's the part that
okay,
I
well, why don't we
really
just do it right now? Let's just weigh in right now. How do you weigh in on it?
Well, overall, I'm weighing in on this documentary at a 2. I wasn't quite as impressed with this documentary, but that one part, because it's my coach, and I got to see this in the context, and I was just like, oh, I'm proud of my team, so I'm giving that one part of 5 just because I'm showing some favoritism.
So you're giving one part of 5?
Yes. Yes, and if you
unprecedented, but we do it.
There's 4 minutes that I give a 5. Okay. Yeah.
I would give this one 3 punches, a decision win, because I thought the quality was really good. I like that they interviewed a lot of the stars of today. In the documentary, John Jones was still the champion, so was Ronda Rousey, and this was only made like in 2014, so it just shows you how fast the sport moves.
But that was strange to know what we know now about those two in particular, you know, with what has happened in Ronda's career lately and how she's handled it.
Right.
And also some of the testing that has come back with John Jones.
Right.
So it is kind of strange to watch it and be like, oh, I know what you did.
Yeah, and John Jones does talk about PEDs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny that comes out than what we know now. So it is fun to watch it just for that as well.
Mm-hmm. But I've heard some interesting conversation on PEDs, and I always say I need to know more information to pass any judgment on that. So I'm just going to put that out there right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
Brock Lesnar.
That's kind of obvious.
Okay, so if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us what you thought about it in the comments below. By all means, support her fight career by buying a t-shirt, also in the links below. And we also have
t-shirts for this podcast.
Yes, for weighing in. And one of these days, we'll actually wear it on our show.
Yes, they're in the mail for us as well.